Yo, it's Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk. Welcome back, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And it is more Chuck in the Manticore, but we're not going to necessarily talk specifically light tank things. We'll cover a bit of that here on Himmel's Lakeville Dorf. But we're going to talk about being the fire brigade, as in things are going badly and you've got to put out fires in multiple places. Top tier, which is a good setup here. We've got some 8s to beat up on and some 9s. Spawned into the south, and Lakeville, fellas. You know, at this point on this map, I don't even know what to say. The 1-2 line for a very long time was just someplace you didn't go. They've reworked the map a little bit. There's a lot of people that go there now. You see pushes north and south. They often get beat up when they turn the corner, and we're going to kind of talk about how you handle that if your team gets in that situation. But we'll go over a lot of this as we get going. I'm initially going to, I think, do I go to the middle? I don't remember. I had a couple of these with light tanks recently. Okay, so I don't go to the middle. Let's talk about that. I could go to the middle. You've seen me use this bush. It's approximately, I guess here, it might be actually further on, about right there-ish. And you can definitely spot guys crossing, but they kind of know that's the bush you're in, and they see there's a Manticore on the other team. So that's a bit of a high risk, but I'm going to call it medium reward, because often you don't have enough guys that can get shots or who can get close enough. The problem is the other lights will kind of counter, say, your Progetto and this other tank getting up and over this little hill here. He'll spot them and they'll take shots back. So it's a bit of an iffy proposition. I will do it on occasion, especially if I think I'm really going to outspot the enemy light tank. But today we're just going to come down to a bit of a safer spot, but also pretty well known. There are 2 bushes on this side that you can go to. One is a little further back right here. You could go to this one too, but I don't recommend that. This one here, or potentially this one, or you could get a bit aggressive and try to get here, or even a little bit further up here, but now you're risking a bit of getting spotted by maybe they're, in this case, what is it, an LT100 or a T100 LT moving across the middle. So really it's, this one on Swamp on these initial positions are, to some extent, a bit of a gamble. I kind of pick a safer spot here. Maybe I can catch out the T100 LT. I have more camo than he does, so I might actually catch him making a mistake. If I don't, no big deal. Also, these bushes will sometimes get blind fired as well. It's just, there's not a whole lot of initial spots. That was not my spot. Looks like it was the Progetto 65. I don't know what he's doing. He just pushes across there. There's their Batchat 12T, so they had another light tank. I slap him, sneak around, and yeah, should have known. Not the most fantastic idea. Might get splashed, might get shot in the back. Kind of hoping I could take out the Batchat, but didn't have enough alpha to do so. Don't really recommend early. There's somebody who's interested in shooting me. Don't really recommend early shots like that. Needed to be a lower amount of hit points on the Batchat for me to kill him to make that a I guess better shot to some extent, even though it really wasn't a good one. I mean, if I get slapped by something big by taking a chance like that, and I only do 1 shot of damage on the Batchat and don't kill him, then I've really given up a lot for our team right there. So be careful with those kind of things. All right. As I was talking about the initial scouting positions, which are pretty well known on this map, the other nice thing about going where I went is it does allow you an out. Sometimes it's very difficult to get off that middle road if you get spotted early. You got the M41 over there. But notice what's going on. We've got completely fully involved over on the west side from the enemy team, who has essentially decided to push just about everything that has any kind of ability into the 1-2 column. And we didn't send anybody to the city anyway. If that was more stagnant, I might have flexed into the town and taken a quick look, although it's a Manticore. I don't want to get bogged down in town, or maybe continue to work the middle. But as you can see now, it's fire brigade time. We're about to lose everybody in there, right? The M5Y is nearly dead and will be soon. There's a contender. Although, as I recall, some of these guys, maybe it's the contender lasts a lot longer than I thought he might. So we lose our tier 10. We do have some guys who have reacted, so we've got the KPZ and the 432. So I'm going to flex back here. Unfortunately, our artillery also kind of got killed. It's kind of a bummer. There's no real bush right there to hide behind, so anytime you come around a corner, they're going to see you. They don't know I'm here because I wasn't seen. I was seen down by the bush, but I wasn't seen coming back across. So now I'm going to just set up fire brigade wise in kind of an ambush position here and see if I can start punishing guys. So we're just going to watch them, and it looks like they really are interested in pushing. This is a really bad idea for the enemy team right here. We've talked about this a lot. It's not really the time for them to push up here. It's been really awesome actually for them if they'd all pulled out of that and swapped over to the other side, but that's more of an organized sort of thing. So this is really what you're going to see a lot of times on pub matches is they've won their flank and push into the cap, which is dumb because we lost a tier 10 and a 9 and an artillery, but more than likely our team is already flexing back here, right? It's highly unlikely they're going to come screaming around that corner and clean up our team. Let me put it that way. Look at all of the defense in depth we have. One problem we do have, though, is the town. We have nobody in the town to keep them honest. So if the enemy team filters through the town, now they have crossfire in our middle and our guys over there, and it could get dicey. Let's see what happens in this case. So I'm sort of looking like, all right, can I get a shot on this? There we go. So shot at him. Well, all right, cool. We shut down one of them. Didn't actually get spotted doing that. That was pretty cool, just based on where the bushes were. So that works. So he dies. Our guys have fallen back. We've got some dudes doing the fire brigade thing. I like it. Artillery gets a shot in there. Patton tank sort of just pushes. Bit of a surprise, but since he's done that and is up in their face, I'm going to come around here, see if we can't shut some guys down. I wanted the Rambo. We'll just take the shot on him. He was dead, so I didn't have to shoot him. So I'll take the Type 57 right there. The Carl's front armor looked to be pointed at me, so I didn't do that. I was really surprised this KPZ came in. Try to work together right there, fella. He's looking for a chance to come around the corner. Progetto's here, and you got to like it, right? The team actually did a nice job here overall. You know, I said fire brigade in terms of what I'm doing, but the team's doing the right thing. They're reacting to this kind of dumb push by the purples and cleaning it up. And we'll watch what we do from there, but check out their middle push, and you can also see that they filtered through the town right there. So we're in a bit of a bind here. We need to clean this up, and then we're going to have to switch what we're doing and go to another threat. So we're just going to push in. I'm going to come in here with some of my hit points, try to help these guys out a bit. We'll shoot him on the way. Thank goodness there is not any friendly fire. I might have got rammed right there, and this guy's getting attacked from every angle. And this is how you do it, fellas. You give all kinds of different angles. So go ahead and shoot this guy in the turret there. That's nice. He's dead, so I move on, right? As soon as I know I'm not going to get another shot, he's dead. We'll get out of here. Check that out. That's really nice. The whole team fire brigaded, came to the threat, cleaned up a very stupid push. This is like the story of Watt right here. If you encapsulated the majority of losses in this game, it's this. You get a team that starts to win a flank. They stupidly push onto the enemy flank when the enemy still has guys there and are able to react. It's completely not the time to keep pushing, but they misassess what's going on. And the one-track World of Tanks player mind says, herder, I must push because I won my flank. And it ends up absolutely crushing them. Now, it's pretty even, because we didn't do anything on the other side, and they did end up killing a couple guys with their push right there. But what I'm talking about is the follow-on. After they killed some key tanks, they just drive up on the cap and die to our reaction. All right, I'm not going to push, right? I don't want to do the same thing they did. There goes the 432. Although, to be honest, if we count noses, we've got the 100 of cherry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's really not much missing, is there? I mean, maybe the TS5's gone back. The Shrek's fast enough. He could be back there. But I feel like I'm just going to let... Let's see if we can kill this T100. Nope, somebody else got him. Very good. And I'm thinking, whatever. Let the 430 go in there. Maybe he'll cause some issues. Maybe he'll peel some of their guys back. I've got to get some vision, though, down here. And it's very nice that we killed their 100. Now it'd be nice to find their other light tank. But we'll come over here and just add some vision. Keep these guys here spotted. Get some crossfires going on. Gotta like that. Okay, good. Nice, nice, nice. 339 low roll. That kind of sucks. He takes another hit right there. We get some assist. Let's see if we can kill this guy, maybe. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this without getting lit. There we go. Shut him down. We'll back out. Probably get lit there. Nope. Very nice. All right, here comes the Tortoise. He's got a lot of hit points. Now, the enemy team's in a bit of a bind. They've now turned themselves into the crossfire problem, right? They pushed down the middle, but they lost the 1-2 column so fast that the middle wasn't able to come around. And anyway, we still had guys across the K line on the back. They do still own the town, but there's not enough guns left, so this Tortoise doesn't have a lot of good choices. Actually, what it should have done was continue backing out and try to get back to cap, but This is, like I said, this is World of Tanks Player 101. It's what they do. Let's see if we can kill the Shrek. There we go. We'll take the easy kill. Probably get lit. Yep, absolutely. Tortoise, what's he doing? He doesn't have a lot of good options. He's not really looking at me, which is nice. I think he's thinking about it. No, there he goes. He starts to move. We get the side. I'm reloading anyway. Boom. And a whole big old 76 hit point kill. Just absolutely shredded in the crossfire. And now we'll swing on into the town. I think I might take a first look here. We got 4 kills. We're at 2,300, almost 2,400 damage, 2,000 assist. So, what do we have to do now? We're in good shape, but this is not an absolute win. The 432 is going into town, but he doesn't have a whole bunch of hit points. He can take a hit or 2 off of these guys, but he doesn't have any help right now. So he's kind of wandering into their 2 tanks and an arty that's been seen over there. And all of us are back here. We got a very low hit point KPZ, a near-dead arty, a near-dead X. M66. I have a lot of hit points. The object doesn't have a whole lot of hit points. I'm going to be a little bit passive here because I'm kind of hoping the charioteer or something might move around. I'll get a shot. But I continue to see the 432 push into town. And somebody actually says something here. He says, Manicore spot, bro. All right. That's not necessarily what I need to be doing. I need to be in town bringing my hit points to bear and supporting this 432. I've got to swing from the passive scout side to a more active situation, but I'm just concerned this charioteer, but there he is. All right, so 432 gets a piece of him, kills him, which is nice. All right, let's push in. Let's find this slow TS5. All right, sort of looking at me. Oh, there's an arty up there. Kind of bail out of that. I don't want to give him a shot on me. All right, we got all kinds of fellers in here. Waiting a little bit to get the friend in here. See if we can shoot this guy. Nope, he takes a shot and hurts himself. That'll work. We'll just swing around. Kill that guy. The other already dies. I'm on a long reload relatively. I'm trying to figure out where that guy's actually pointing. So we'll just go around him. Swing down here. I'm really hoping that I can keep this 430 version 2 alive for a while. There we go. So we got a chunk of him. Fire Brigade is now... what's the word I'm looking for? Converging. He kills the arty for some reason. I don't know why. He should have absolutely tried to kill the 430 version 2. And we shut that guy down. Gang tackle. We get 6 kills on that. We get a little ace, not an ace tanker, but a what? Top gun. Little top gun action. 3,000 damage, 2,000 assist, and a little bit of fire brigade action from the whole team. I thought the team reacted this very well. It wasn't. I'm going to go back to what I said at the beginning. I'm not sure on this map anymore. It is definitely a map these days that you have to pay attention to what your team does and then try to support that. You can win it from the city side. You can win it from the Valley of the Noobs side. But you've also got to pay attention if the enemy team makes a mistake, right? Don't interrupt the enemy while they're making a mistake, all that kind of good stuff. Although in this case, interrupt them, right? If they make a mistake, then flow in there and just take them out kind of idea. So you got to pay attention. A lot of times I just go into city, and you know, city is where you win it. You just have to hold the valley. But if the valley's getting a big push, you may have to flex back, especially if you're a faster tank. Help your team blunt or kill that push, and then you can start to move around to the map. Because it's such a big dead space in the middle with the lake, and then another dead space of the mountain right there, the flow on this map is all in the north and the south, like back and forth. And you can pretty well flow pretty easily, like I did on the KJ line across there on the bottom, and then the Alpha Bravo for the north side there, pretty easily without getting spotted and seen, and are able to move across. The wild card there is how deep, north or south, depending on your spawn, the other team can get on that middle road with spotting and maybe catch you doing those things. But generally you have, especially early when the middle's not decided, I guess, or is still contested, you still have a pretty good ability, both spawns, to flow back and forth and try to assist your team. So my recommendation here, pay close attention to where your team goes and then try to flow to that spot. Not as easily done, you know, say you're the TS5 or one of the slow TDs and you headed to the city, and by the time you got to the city, there's 2 or 3 of you, but then you notice the massive push is in the Valley of the Noobs. You may not be able to do a whole bunch at that point. However, you can pull back and get into these positions here, right? And in the north, same idea, and shoot across if dopey teams attempt to push up onto the cap when there's a bunch of guns left in the game. So it's really pretty I don't want to say it's necessarily easy, because you still have to assess and pay attention and put your tank in the right place and do all that stuff. But it's definitely one of the easier maps in terms of being able to fall back and stop a push onto a cap while still maintaining some semblance of map control. That is all I've got today, guys, for the Fire Brigade. Have a great one. Let me know what you think. Are you a valley pusher? Are you a city guy? Are you a center camper, spotter person, or are you just the let's see what happens and react kind of person? That's all I've got. See ya.